There is a type of tired that sleep can't fix. And the worst part? You can't explain it to anyone. Because how do you admit you're tired of existing itself? Have you ever woken up and thought, I can't do another day of pretending? Not because you're sick, not because you're weak, but because the act of existing itself feels heavier than your body can carry.
You sound tired, honey. Are you okay?
Yeah, Mom. Just work stuff. I'm fine.
You work too hard. You need to take care of yourself.
I will. I promise. I've been saying I'm fine for so long, I don't even know what the truth sounds like anymore.
You smile, you talk, you perform, but inside, you're screaming. This isn't laziness. This isn't weakness. Psychology has a name for it: emotional exhaustion. And today, we're going inside the mind of someone who's tired of existing. Over 600 million people globally are living this silent struggle. On paper, their lives look fine: jobs, friends, stability. But inside, they're carrying invisible luggage that never gets set down. It's not one big tragedy. It's thousands of tiny paper cuts that accumulate until even joy feels foreign. Meet Sarah. She's not real, but she represents millions. She wakes up, rehearses her personality in the mirror, and by noon, she's already exhausted from performing normal.
I was the kid who held it together when my parents divorced, the friend everyone called at 2 a.m., the employee who said yes when I meant no, the daughter who swallowed her own needs so everyone else could breathe easier. And somewhere along the way, I forgot that I was allowed to put the weight down.
Sarah is the friend who always says yes, the employee who powers through, the daughter who swallowed her needs so others could breathe easier. She's praised for resilience.
Sarah, you're amazing. How do you do it all? Full-time job, side projects, always there for everyone. What's your secret?
My friend asked me yesterday why I've been so distant. I wanted to tell her the truth, that getting out of bed feels like lifting concrete, that every text message feels like a term paper, that I'm not ignoring people because I don't care. I'm disappearing because caring has become too expensive.
But resilience has a hidden cost. It disguises depletion. Inside the mind of the resilient performer, every smile is rehearsed, every laugh is borrowed energy. The world sees strength, she feels survival, and survival is not the same as living. Emotional exhaustion isn't just psychological, it's biological. Imagine your brain as a smartphone battery. Constant stress drains it. Incomplete recharges diminish its capacity. Cortisol floods the system. Dopamine slows. The prefrontal cortex, the part that regulates focus and motivation, becomes sluggish. Joy stops feeling like joy. Life becomes grayscale. This isn't weakness. It's your nervous system shutting down to protect you. We live in a culture that celebrates exhaustion. I'll sleep when I'm dead is worn like a badge of honor. But studies show productivity collapses after 55 hours a week. Hustle culture doesn't make us stronger, it makes us numb. And beneath it lies a wound: conditional worth. We were taught that love is earned through usefulness, that rest must be deserved. Inside the mind of someone tired of existing, every pause feels like guilt. Every moment of silence feels like failure. Sarah sits at her best friend's wedding, surrounded by laughter, music, love, and she feels nothing.
Yes, I was at my best friend's wedding. Everyone was dancing, laughing, celebrating, and I sat there thinking, I should feel happy right now. I love her. This is beautiful. Why do I feel nothing? It was like watching life through a window instead of living inside it.
This is anhedonia, the inability to feel pleasure. It's not sadness, it's emptiness. When exhaustion strips away meaning, life becomes a routine. Wake, work, scroll, sleep, repeat. Psychology calls this existential fatigue. Success without significance, comfort without connection, motion without purpose. But here's the truth: exhaustion is not a flaw, it's a messenger. It whispers, I can't keep going like this. That whisper isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Viktor Frankl taught that meaning is the cure, not grand meaning, but small anchors. Work that expresses who you are, love that accepts you fully, and dignity in how you carry suffering. Inside the mind of someone tired of existing, the path forward begins with honesty, admitting the weight, and daring to put it down. Sarah finally stopped performing. She asked for rest.
I'm requesting a leave of absence, effective immediately. I need time to rest and recalibrate. I appreciate your understanding. If I don't send this, I'm going to disappear completely. I just need silence right now.
And the catastrophe she feared never came. The world didn't end. People didn't abandon her. She discovered that rest isn't laziness, it's rebirth. To be tired of existing is not failure. It is the beginning of awakening. Your exhaustion is a compass, pointing you back to presence, honesty, and meaning. You don't need to earn rest. You were born deserving it. Inside the mind of someone tired of existing, the cure is not more effort. It's permission. Permission to be human, permission to be enough.
I realized I've been carrying my mother's anxiety, my father's unfulfilled dreams, my boss's expectations, my friend's perception of who I should be, and none of it was mine. I was holding everyone else's emotional baggage and calling it responsibility. I feel different, lighter somehow, like I put down something I didn't know I was carrying. The idea that I have to earn my existence, that I'm only valuable when I'm useful. Someone asked me recently if I regret I've made recently. I told she that I regret the noise I tolerated for so long. I learned that I'm allowed to question my life. I'm allowed to change it. Not someday, right now.
The cure is a silent return to what is real. Little by little, you rediscover enchantment. Not the cinematic, explosive kind, but the subtle wonder of small things. The moment-to-moment presence. Life doesn't need to be extraordinary to be meaningful. It only needs to be felt. It needs to be lived with presence. Your exhaustion is not a flaw. It is a compass. It is pointing you back toward honesty, slowness, and significance. Perhaps being tired of existing isn't failing at life, but finally stopping long enough to see it with consciousness. To realize that life was not made to be endured, but lived with presence, with surrender, with soul. If this video resonated with you, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. And if you're in that place of deep exhaustion right now, know that you're not alone, not by a long shot. Find out what gives your life meaning and do the work to change it. Leave a comment below and tell me, what are you carrying that isn't yours? What are you ready to put down? And remember, your worth is not measured by your productivity. Your value is not determined by your usefulness. You matter simply because you exist. Take care of yourself, please. The world needs you well, not just functional.